Hi folks, it's Aileen of Shabby.ie and this is day one of me painting my kitchen. So I'm not doing this because I want to do it, I'm doing it because we're selling the house. It's a solid wood kitchen but it's looking a little bit worse for wear, and we've been advised to kind of clean it up, modern it up a bit. So we're going from cream to a grey, and we're doing the walls, all the cabinets, all the fitted furniture, so it's a big enough job. But follow me for the next few days and this will give you a good idea of what's involved. But you know, I'm saving an awful lot of money here. If I can clean this up enough to get this sale without spending a few €1,000 on, you know, buying a new kitchen, which mightn't even be to the new owner's taste anyway. If I can clean it up enough just to make people think, oh, this is lovely, by spending a couple of €100, then, you know, I've saved a lot of money. So let's try this, follow me along, see what you think. As you can see here, I've taken off some of the doors. I'm starting to line them up. This is one I've done already. They are in need of a good clean, good sanding. It's only actually, when I looked at them really closely, I thought, God, they actually have, they were in need of an update. And here is one I have lined up, ready to be prepared. So I'm going to show you now what I do to prepare this door before I even put the paint on it. First thing I'm going to do is take the hardware off, because that just gets in the way when you're painting. So it's very handy to have this small drill with a screwdriver bit, and then you literally just take it off like that. And this cordless drill is also what I took all the doors off the kitchen with and what I put them back on with, and it makes that job really easy. If you were doing that by hand with a screwdriver, it would just take forever. You'd lose the will to live. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this door, just to create adhesion from the old paint to the new one. And I'm going to do it by hand. Move that out of the way. If you had a little mouse sander, you could do it as well, but it's just as easy by hand, really. I'm not trying to get the finish off. I'm literally just trying to create adhesion for the new paint. Okay? Clean now as well. I used methylated spirit and water. If you're watching from the United States, that is denatured alcohol and water, a 50-50 mix in an old shower bottle, and use just a scrubby sponge and then wipe it down with kitchen roll or a shop towel, and that gets all the dirt off. So now I'm ready to roll on the new paint. So I've chosen a nice dark grey. This is a self-sealing paint, it's not a chalk paint, and I'm just going to put on a nice thin coat of it here to start with. I'm not going to try and get full coverage on the first coat, because I want this nice thin coat to sink into all those scratches I've just created. I'm going to go around these sides that never got a lick of paint from my supposedly expert painters of years ago. Can't believe they never took doors off to paint this. Crazy. How can you paint a kitchen without taking the doors off? And this will be dry in minutes, touch dry in minutes, because A, it dries quickly anyway, but B, it's really warm at the moment, so that's going to help. But I'm not painting in the sun, although I'm outside. We have a cover on our deck, so I'm sheltered from the sun. Now I have a smaller brush for getting into these areas. Do be aware that the brush holds a bit more paint, so I'm going to spread it quite thin because, as I say, I want to keep this first coat nice and thin, because thin coats of paint cure quicker, dry quicker, and they're just more durable, and it looks like it's been sprayed on if you do nice thin coats of paint, and that's what I want for a kitchen, isn't it? So this is just the first coat. You'll see when I put the second coat on how it really evens up and the colour really comes together. Get in those areas there. Once you have all the doors off, lined up, all cleaned, all sanded, the actual painting of it is very, very quick. Now I'm not going to overwork that. I'm just going to leave that to dry for a few minutes. That's the first coat. And although you might think that's really uneven, I'm going to leave it like that because it's going to build up really quickly with the second coat. Okay. While I am waiting on that coat of paint to dry, I want to show you what I've done already. So this was the kitchen in this cream, as you can see, and the windows are teak. So the feedback I'm getting from people who are coming to view the house is that this is quite dated, and these pelmets, that has to stay, obviously that's over the cooker. And the walls were cream as well. So what I've done, we've decided to pick out the grey from the terracotta tiles that are on the floor, as you can see. It's a nice deep grey. So that's where we came up with this grey. And that's what I did yesterday on the kind of breakfast bar area. I've put a high performance top coat here as it's near the sink, just to protect that. But I really like the grey against the walnut top. It's reminding me actually of some of the kitchens I see in showrooms, or even the IKEA showrooms, you know, where you see this lovely dark grey. Shh, shh, out, don't mind the dog. So yeah, I like that. And as I say, I've taken away, these have a brown knob on the cream, which again, people didn't seem to like. So I've just painted it the same colour rather than replace it. And I think they're quite nice. What I don't know at the moment, I have to finish off these doors on this side, what I don't know at the moment is whether the kitchen would take the whole area in the dark grey, or whether I should just paint the top half in antique white, because we've done the walls now in a beautiful pale grey and the doors over here in white. So we're kind of gone grey and white, but we have all this here as well to paint, and I'm thinking maybe just do it all white. You know, keep it as neutral as possible because people's tastes vary. But when I have this done, this is only day one. Well, actually it's day two, we started yesterday, but day one of the vlogging, and I have to paint these windows too. I've painted one teak window over here. You can see, look, we're throwing out shoes, we're having a right clear out. That is a teak window. I've painted white, so it cleans it up a bit. I've restained that. I've kept the windowsill in a nice dark brown. So yeah, it's to decide whether the kitchen will take the grey all over or whether to leave the top in an antique white. Let me know what you think. I'm going to get back to the painting and get these doors back on, and I'll show you then what I do with top coat. But that's it so far. Yesterday, as I say, I got all of that over there done and these doors here, and today I'm moving on to here. So day two, we've a bit of work to do yet. Tiles over there have to be painted too. But it's going to be a new kitchen by the end of the week. Please God.